where did you and Sebastian, where did you guys meet? Did you guys go to school together, or how did you guys come together?
Yeah, so Sebastian's parents got divorced when we were like 15 or 16, and he actually moved to the town that I lived in, and we met in high school.
And where are you guys from?
Mount Olive, New Jersey.
Mount Olive, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Is that any reference to the Mount Olive, actual Mount Olive brand?
No reference.
Okay,
reference.
all
It's a
right.
small little suburban town. You know, the high school had maybe like 1,000 kids in it, so nothing huge.
Okay.
And we connected through partying at the time. You know, we were both big smokers and drinkers, and that kind of brought us together. And now we've since stopped all that and just fully focused on entrepreneurship.
You know, he hit something there where he said they came together through partying, drinking, smoking. I used to be a former smoker, cigarette smoker.
Yeah.
And also a former DJ and club promoter and stuff like
yeah.
that. And some of my best connections were met outside smoking because when they banned it in Massachusetts, they did all this stuff. But some of my best connections came from socializing outside, right? Yeah. You get a light. Oh, you need a light. You start talking about something.
You meet
all of a sudden you connect.
Crazy people, yeah. And you build those relationships that sometimes last a lifetime. And now he's my homie. Me and him were.
Yeah, you guys are pretty tight, man. You could see it. You could see the energy through your social media.
Yeah.
What did you guys do before Amazon? So like you guys met, you guys became boys.
Yes.
You guys became friends. Was Amazon even a thing, or did you guys tackle any type of venture before prior to Amazon?
No. So when we met, we were our mid-teens. So there was nothing except for hustling, selling random things. So we would go to the city, buy like Louis Vuitton and Dooney and Burke fake purses and flip those.
Hell yeah.
Jewelry. But, the Amazon thing didn't start till Sebastian was probably 28. I was 27 or 26.
Okay.
And I went into his basement one day because we kind of went our own ways. And I showed up to his house. I was like, at the time I was really struggling with life. And I was like, Sebastian, I need a place to stay. Can I sleep on your couch? And he's like, yeah, sure, come sleep on my couch. And he's like, come in my basement. I want to show you something. And, like, we go down to his basement at his uncle's house, and he's got, like, I don't know, the basement's packed with products. Probably something like what your house looks like when you come home.
Did you put a post about this? I remember seeing a corner of a picture.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm buying products at Costco, Sam's Club, BJ's. And I'm flipping them on Amazon for a profit. And I was like, no way.
Now, what year is this?
2012, maybe.
Okay, 2012.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, I laughed. I was like, this guy's losing it,
Similar to what people do today. Even today, after it's been around, people still kind of laugh a little bit, but that's funny.
Yeah. And he was just like, yeah, I've been doing this for a couple months. I'm making some money. And he's like, I'm considering quitting my job. And I was like, you're going to quit your job? At the time, he was a bartender.
Okay.
And, he ended up quitting his job a couple months later, and he let me know, like, Eric, if you ever need some extra work or just let me know. I'll help you out. And at the time, I was really struggling with my own, health issues and stuff. And I called him one day. I was like, hey, I need a job. And I started working in the warehouse as a packer, labeling inventory.
So 2012 is when you started your Amazon business.
Yes.
And you guys started in Sebastian's basement of his house.
Yes.
Or his parents' house, maybe.
His uncle's house.
His uncle's house.
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys were doing about how much in revenue when you first started around?
That first year, we did $500,000, $600,000 that first year out of the basement.
And you saw that and you were like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
Yeah. We knew we could do much more.
That's pretty amazing, man. Going back to Sebastian's basement and starting, like, those were like the roots.
Yeah.
Before you saw that $500,000-$600,000 in revenue, did you think, like you said, you laughed? Did you think this is something that is not going to last, or were you like, you know what, maybe this could last? Let's kind of wing it and kind of just see where it goes, kind of thing. Yeah,
honestly, I don't even think I thought that far. So I know Sebastian. He kept telling me, like, let's just give it a year. Let's just give it 1 year. If it fails, we can always go back to being a bartender, and you can go back to being a bum. And I was like, all right, fuck it. Let's give it 1 year.
He was like, yeah, whatever. Let's, we'll try it for a year, see if it works out.
Yeah.
You said, and what was some of the things you were selling, like to make that profit, that $500,000-$600,000? Because a lot of people, the biggest thing that I come across that people say is, I'm gated in everything. So I'm not sure how in 2012, I didn't start until 2018.
Yeah.
So in 2012, were you still having issues with selling brands, or it wasn't like that back then?
It was almost the wild, wild west back then.
Was it really?
You know, and most of our money came from Kirkland products, Kirkland, the peanuts,
Yep.
all the medicines, the acetaminophen. We sold a lot of like Welch's fruit snacks. We'd repackage them in 100 counts, 50 counts. And like it was all, a lot of it was Costco and Sam's Club for us in the beginning.
Imagine signing up to Amazon today and not being restricted and just being able to sell whatever you want to sell. That's insane.